Hey there! Another week, another video. Today we'll be putting up against each other the top 10 underrated Roblox horror games. Hi, this is Roblox Olympics and the game is on. But before we head straight into the video, I would need you to answer this question. Who directed the horror thriller film classic, The Shining? The answer is hidden somewhere in the video. The correct answer will have a shout out from us, of course, on the next video, and their comments liked and pinned. Alright, let's get started. Area 47 RP. Welcome to Area 47, an underground facility that contains anomalous objects, all those that defy laws of human nature. While the game has similar elements as role-playing games, this has the same formula as the previous games I've mentioned earlier. You can play as a scientist, security, or be a member of the Chaos Insurgency, who seeks to destroy the Foundation, raid, protect the facility, or roam around the sewers. Area 47 is pretty neat and amazing. It's also pretty realistic and scary. 3008. If you haven't heard of 3008, the infinite IKEA game, then you are going to have a pretty hard time. In this game, you'll wander through the vast horror land of furniture located within SCP-3008-1. Build a base, survive from employees attacking you like a customer from Black Friday, and of course stay alive. This game has a single-player mode and multiplayer mode. The only objective is to survive, 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 and survive. It's a pretty funny game, actually. Declined environment. In this game, you're a photographer. You're tasked to go to the ADS research facility to take photos. As you explore the facility, you discover that they are experimenting with something unknown, something never seen before. Your objective is to uncover the dark truths and hidden secrets of the facility, but be careful of the unknown entities as you venture the facility. It's pretty much just like playing Outlast, except on Roblox. Project SCP. Project SCP is a first-person game that's also a VR game. Having a round-based SCP game as part of its content, this game works on all platforms. This game features a bunch of weapons, specifically guns. You can choose whatever server you want to play in and pretty much choose your own role in the game that you'll want to fulfill. As a researcher, it's up to you to contain stuff that is pretty dangerous. You can also be part of the Mobile Task Force or the Class D prisoners. The round ends when the goals are completed. SCP Anomaly Breach. SCP Anomaly Breach is a survival game where you have to do multiple objectives so you can escape the facility. The game is really scary. I swear to God, don't play if you're a chicken. Some of the game features include over 20 plus SCP creatures in the game that roam and kill people. It's always wise to be very careful, but you can always utilize the game's weapons and items to navigate your way into it. The Forest. The Forest is a game with little similarities to the horror game called The Forest on Steam. The story is that you end up in a mysterious place. You don't remember being in a forest and all your memories are actually distant from reality. Suddenly, you saw something weird along the way and then disappeared. As you walk along the forest, you notice that a mysterious entity is following you. Your objective is to run out of the forest or to safety. The gameplay isn't as complicated as the original game The Forest, but it's pretty nice to begin as a horror game. Pinstripe Murders. Pinstripe Murders is an interactive story-based first-person horror game. This game is set in a hotel. The graphics of the game are inspired by PS1 surreal horror games. You know about Silent Hill games? Something like that. Interact with different items around the map and unlock different areas to explore. According to the game's description, the game's story is about a clown slasher in a hotel. Or is it? Try and unfold the real story of that game. The Untold. The Untold is a story-based first-person horror game. In this game, you can play as solo, duo, trio, or even quad. According to the devs of this game, they based the game's story on past events in Germany. The story is a fateful day in October, a friend goes missing. In search of your friend, you soon meet the same demise and go missing too. This game contains a lot of jump scares, so beware. The Untold is one of the best horror games, and it's not really made for the faint of heart. The Apartment. The story of this game is that you have to meet your friend in room 705. You'll start from the first floor of the apartment. You will be facing mysterious creatures and hear scary voices as you climb the building. This game has two endings, the true ending and the bad ending. If you're looking to unlock both, make sure to play the game multiple times. SCPF, Site Delta. Site Delta is the same thing with other SCP games. This game has one goal too, which is securing anomaly/SCP creatures. As you've already noticed, this is another role-playing game, with a pretty detailed architecture, especially for the details of the buildings and such. All content is derived from SCP's website. The mechanics are pretty much the same from other SCP games I've mentioned earlier. And that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoy these games. Oh, and don't forget to tick the notification bell once you're subscribed here on the channel. Hit like and comment if you enjoy our content. Until next time, Roblox Olympics out.